Hey, I'm ColeoWithARolleo, and I think it's about time we talk about skill-based matchmaking. A week ago, Bungie announced that they're taking skill-based matchmaking out of all the core playlists. That means things like Rumble, Control, and the Rotator playlists are now going to matchmake by connection, which is definitely going to lead to better queue times and better internet in general among players. Now, before we move into my opinion about them taking this out, I think for the people who don't know, we should explain what skill-based matchmaking really was and what it was doing to the game. You see, before, the game would match people up by their skill level. Whether it be ELO or KD, you would be matched up with people who are around your same exact skill. Now on paper, this seems pretty fair. You're going up against people who are your skill. So, what's wrong with that? Well, there was a lot wrong with that. Not only did this lead to sweatier games among the community, but it also led to long queue times, which could span up to like 4 minutes and 7 minutes. I once got a queue that took 10 minutes for me to get into a game, and that is ridiculous. People were forced into using the best guns because they were competing against people who were basically them, so they had to use only the best guns to actually get an edge in the game, which led to less loadout diversity and frankly less fun into the game. Skill-based matchmaking, in my opinion, made it harder to use the guns you actually like and forced you to sweat your ass off every single game. Players who want to escape this matchmaking went to a little-known playlist called Classic Mix, which featured connection-based matchmaking like we have right now. You see, that would be good and it would help, except more than half of the community probably doesn't even know what the Classic Mix playlist is. So the few people who actually did know what it was and went there to take refuge matched each other, meaning that they were sweating against each other again, just in a different playlist. So as you can see, skill-based matchmaking made it so you would have to stick to the best weapon and match up with people who are of your same skill using the same exact weapons, which in my opinion was no fun. But finally, this past week, this has changed. Bungie finally cracked and took out skill-based matchmaking on practically all the playlists except for elimination and survival. So now, we're here in connection-based matchmaking. And my opinion on it? I actually really enjoy it. Sure, with skill-based matchmaking gone, you have the chance to go up against better players, but that's actually a very low chance. And chances are you'll go up against the 68% of people who are average at this game, which I think is fantastic. Now, I understand that people are scared. People are scared to run into people who will pub stomp them, but I don't think people should really be that afraid of that. That will happen tops 2 or 1 times a night, because that many good players don't exist. The majority of the population is just your average Joe. Now, if you consider yourself an average player, you might not even notice a difference. I mean, you might have some more high kill games, but other than that, I think you'll be fine. Now, people on the lower end of the skill spectrum, I wouldn't be too afraid of this. You're just going to be able to relax like everyone else and not sweat your ass off. And if you really want to try and get better, and have more fun within the playlist, survival's there for you. Now to my top tier players, don't be cocks and pub stomp everyone. The bottom line is, in my opinion, I think connection-based matchmaking is going to be good for the game, and it's going to make Crucible a way less toxic place. Thank you for watching my thoughts on skill-based matchmaking. I kind of wanted to try this new video format, so let me know if you would enjoy me doing this more often. I'm going to let the gameplay roll, so I hope you guys have an excellent day. Peace. Fucker. Fucker.
3 minutes left. You're in the lead. You've taken everything. First place goes to you.